Once upon a time, in a quiet valley surrounded by forests and flowing rivers, there lived a young traveler named Elias who believed that the world was filled with invisible energies shaping human life. During his journeys, he noticed something interesting. People who lived close to nature, who woke up with the sun, breathed deeply, and treated others with kindness, always seemed calmer and stronger inside. Elias began to understand that healthy energy was not something magical or mysterious, but something created through daily choices. It came from clean air filling the lungs, from honest work that gave meaning to the day, from simple food eaten with gratitude, and from thoughts that did not dwell too long on anger or fear. Wherever Elias went, he shared this understanding, telling people that healthy energy grows when the body is respected, the mind is kept clear, and the heart remains open. Over time, he saw villages change. People listened more, argued less, and supported one another through difficulties. Even during hard seasons, their inner strength did not fade. Elias realized that healthy energy is like a quiet fire. It does not burn wildly, but it lasts. It warms decisions, guides actions, and gives people the resilience to face life with steady confidence. From that day on, he stopped searching for power outside himself, knowing that true strength is built patiently through balance, awareness, and a deep connection with life itself. As Elias continued his journey, he began to notice how fragile healthy energy could be if people ignored it. In crowded cities, he saw many who chased success without rest, spoke harshly without listening, and fed their minds with constant noise and comparison. Their energy felt heavy and restless, as if something inside them was slowly being drained. Elias did not judge them. Instead, he quietly demonstrated another way of living. He walked slowly, chose his words with care, and gave full attention to the person standing in front of him. Little by little, others felt a sense of calm when they were near him. They asked how he remained steady in a world that never seemed to slow down. Elias told them that healthy energy is protected by boundaries, knowing when to work and when to pause, when to speak and when to stay silent, when to give and when to recover. He explained that rest is not weakness, and kindness is not a loss. Over time, some people began to change small habits, turning off their phones earlier at night, taking walks without purpose, forgiving old grudges. These small shifts created space for their energy to renew itself. Elias understood then that healthy energy spreads quietly, through example rather than force, and that when one person chooses balance, it gives others permission to do the same. In the later years of his travels, Elias no longer felt like a wanderer searching for answers. He had become a mirror, reflecting to others the strength they already carried within themselves. In one small town, he stayed for several months and helped the people rebuild after a difficult period of loss and uncertainty. He reminded them that healthy energy is strongest during hardship, not because pain disappears, but because awareness deepens. They learned to sit together in silence, to share meals without rushing, and to speak honestly about their fears without shame. Slowly, trust returned, and with it, a sense of collective strength. Elias taught them that healthy energy is sustained by purpose, knowing why you wake up each morning and whom your actions serve. When people aligned their work with values like care, responsibility, and respect, their energy became steady and resilient. As Elias prepared to leave, the town felt different, lighter, but grounded. He realized then that healthy energy is not about avoiding darkness, but about carrying light within, even when the road ahead is uncertain. And as he walked on, he carried the quiet certainty that wherever balance, compassion, and intention exist, healthy energy will always find a way to grow. As Elias walked farther beyond the familiar roads, he began to understand that healthy energy is not a destination, but a way of moving through life. In moments of solitude, he reflected on his own inner state, knowing that even he was not immune to doubt or fatigue. When his energy felt low, he did not force himself forward. Instead, he rested, listened to the rhythm of his breath, and allowed stillness to restore him. Through this, he learned an important truth: healthy energy grows when we accept our limits rather than fight them. Along his path, he met elders, children, workers, and dreamers, each carrying their own invisible weight. He reminded them that strength does not always look like action. Sometimes it looks like patience, humility, and the courage to slow down. Over time, Elias noticed that wherever people chose awareness over reaction, gratitude over complaint, and connection over isolation, life felt fuller and more meaningful. He realized that healthy energy is deeply human. It lives in shared laughter, in quiet understanding, and in the gentle decision to keep moving forward with integrity. As the sun set on another long journey, Elias smiled softly, knowing that the greatest gift he could leave behind was not a lesson or a rule, but a living example of balance, clarity, and calm strength that others could carry into their own lives.